Hi guys! I hope everyone is doing amazing, you're happy and healthy. Today I'm going to be responding to a question that I've been getting a lot. I just posted on Instagram and Facebook for you guys to ask me absolutely anything, and thank you all so much for your amazing questions. I will be answering all of those in a different video, but there were so many questions that I wanted to be able to answer them, some of them in a lot more detail. So I'm doing separate videos for a few of those questions. And this one is from Glory. She asked, how did you decide to do YouTube and what made you start? Thank you for your question, Glory. I do get this question a lot, so I decided to do a whole entire video on everything that happened from the beginning until where I am now. I started out blogging in 2013, and I was going through a really tough breakup. I was having a lot of things going on in my life, and I was doing a lot of self-healing and self-growth, and I was really trying to change my life. And along with reading a ton of self-help books, volunteering, learning so many new things, I started a blog. And I had absolutely no idea what I was doing. No idea. I didn't even understand what a blog was. And I had seen, I can't even remember what blog it was that I saw way back then. If I remember her name or the name of the blog, I will pop it up here. But this was so long ago. But I remember I started reading her blog and I'm like, what is this thing? Like, it was about hair, and then it was about clothing, and then she was just talking about all different stuff, and I'm like, this is so cool, but like, what is it? And then I realized like about what a blog was and how it worked and all of that, and just by doing research. And that's how I learned so much of everything I know is Google. Google is like, you can do so much research and find out anything, and I literally learned every single thing that I know how to do right now from research, from reading, from Googling, from just figuring it out myself. So when I started my blog, it was kind of just, I was thinking, oh, it's gonna be for my kids, so when I'm gone, they can look back on the blog and they can see like everything that I went through, like from the time they were born. And I will show you guys what my blog looks like. So this is my blog. Oh my gosh, you guys, it never fails. So I went into my blog, into the header, I hit edit, and I tried to change the header, accidentally hit delete, and now, as you can see, there is no more edit button to update my header. And if you go into my blog, the header is completely gone. So if you guys have any idea what I did or how to fix this to get my header back, please let me know and leave a comment down in the description box. Beauty101bylisa.com. I have not posted in a really, really long time on my actual blog, but this is what it looks like. And I have all these different sections of like about me, explaining starting my blog, and just some pictures of my kids and how old they are. Everything that I was focusing on is super inspirational, and that's really still what I'm all about, is just inspiring you guys and being super positive. There is no greater power in the universe than the power of love. The feeling of love is the highest frequency you can emit. If you could wrap every thought in love, if you could love everything and everyone, your life would be transformed. And that is from one of my favorite books, The Secret by Rhonda Byrne. And all of the books that I read and I love, I have in my Amazon store, and I will link that down below in the description box. I will also pin it to the top comment. That's me and my kids, my babies. And I just have a bunch of pictures in here of all my grandkids. That's my son. And that's my newest little angel right there, little Brooklyn. And just a bunch of positive quotes, pictures, and then I explain how I started my blog. So I'll just read it to you because this is what I would be telling you anyway. I started working on my website having absolutely no idea what I was doing. I honestly had no clue what a blog even was. All I knew is that blogging was a creative outlet that made me feel good. It was also a way for me to heal after a painful breakup, becoming an empty nester, and struggling to create myself. Beauty 101 by Lisa quickly evolved into everything that I love and believe in. I started feeling inspired and passionate about just being myself and letting it all out. I have learned so much and overcame so many insecurities. This became my happy place. I decided to share my journey with the world on my 45th birthday, which was November 1st, 2013. I hope that I can inspire others to embrace the beauty within yourself. You don't need to be accepted by others, you only need to accept yourself. And then I talk about the work and volunteer, beauty, inspirational lifestyle, and then all the different categories of like hair, skincare, makeup, fashion, personal style, DIY. So this is basically where I started. So when I was working on my blog, I was creating little videos to put in my blog posts. The quality is really, really bad, but this is one of the most major haircuts I ever did on myself. If you guys want to check it out, I will link it down below in the description box. I'll show you just like a little clip, couple of clips from this video. So tomorrow is spring. Same thing on the other side. Oh wait, let's get that first cut. And decide how short I'm going to cut it. I did kind of like a long bob haircut. Hopefully you can see. Look at the difference in quality of the videos, you guys. So, over the winter I've had some breakage on my hair, you can see. I just want to say, you got to start somewhere. I didn't care that I didn't have all this lighting and a great expensive camera. I was in my 400 square foot apartment with my crummy little iPhone and I just went for it. I just started doing what I love. So if you guys are thinking, oh, you know, I don't have the space or I don't have the equipment, it doesn't matter. Do what you love, follow your heart, take out your phone and just go for it and have fun and do what you love. I think I'm going to cut it right to there to thicken up my hair. So, I'm going to take this off right here. Bye-bye hair. Then I'm going to line it up with the other side. Like this. There's something so satisfying about cutting your hair. And then I can see how much I'm going to cut. Hopefully you guys can see this. Okay. Oh, I feel better already. All right, let me just make sure that I'll show you the end result. What I'm doing here. Here's the end result. I still had kind of bangs, but it had that angled look. I didn't know anything about editing, so my videos were so long back then because I didn't know about like clipping. Happy spring, you guys. I didn't know about like clipping anything out. And I was holding those or uploading those to YouTube just as kind of a storage place, and I didn't have any editing program at the time, so I was just editing right on YouTube with the crummy little editing program they have on there, and I was just storing my videos there and never even understood again what YouTube was. Like, I was clueless about all of this. I just knew that something was driving me to do this and it felt so good, and I was literally working on my blog like 24/7. I was obsessing about it. I completely designed the whole entire layout of everything that I wanted. I wrote it out on paper, and then I gave everything to my friend Angela, and she is an IT genius, and she formatted everything from what I put on paper to what you see here. Just came up in my brain, and she made it happen. I worked on this nonstop for 3 months before I started. I was like writing everything out. I knew exactly what I wanted. I was just going over it and over it and over it, and like it had to feel perfect. It was just so much research and so much just what I wanted from my heart to be in this blog. And yeah, it was a lot of work, but I was just literally obsessed with it. It was like something was pushing me to do it, and I couldn't stop if I wanted to. I barely slept. I barely ate. I was just like working and working and working like nonstop on my computer. And when my eyes were rolling back in my head and I couldn't even think anymore, I would get some sleep, and then I would like pop up a few hours later and I would start working again. I just did this non-stop. And I was single at the time. I had just moved into my own place for the first time in my life, not living with any kids or a significant other or anything. My kids were grown at this time. And I had a bunch of girlfriends, and they would like try to get me to go out on the weekends. So I would usually go out for like one day on the weekends, but the rest of the week I was like nonstop working on this blog. So I remember on my 45th birthday, after all of the work I had done, I was so scared to make it public. And I remember it was, I think, midnight. Yeah, it was midnight or like 12:01 a.m. And I turned 45 years old, and I had been working on it for 3 months, like getting all the posts ready. And I hit make public. I just broke down crying. It was just like such a release. It was so much more than just a blog. I have so much personal stuff in this blog about my life and my past and just everything. It was just almost like a diary that I was creating, and just getting everything out, all of my vulnerabilities, all my insecurities, all the work I had done on myself, everything I've been through in my life. It was out there and anyone could see it. And I remember, I don't remember now like the exact numbers or whatever, but I would like go back and check it, and there were like 50 people who had looked at it. And I'm like, how did 50 people find my blog? Like, I wasn't thinking that people were really going to find it. Like, I told a few people, like my mom and that type of thing. So I'm like, oh, maybe mom read it quite a few times. But then I would go back the next day and I'd be like, there's 200 followers. And then I went back and like, there's 300 followers. And I'm like, what is going on right now? So then I started realizing like what the blogging world was, because other people would leave comments on the blog and I would go to their blog, because the blogging world is very different from YouTube, from like doing videos. So if you're interested in anything like this, just know it's very different depending on what form of social media you're using. At one point I was doing link ups, I was really focusing on fashion. So here's an example of a link up that I used to do. And I would just post an outfit, any outfit that I chose, and I would write about the outfit and do just like different pictures of it, and other bloggers would know about it. So other bloggers could link up here, and then every week I would choose a blogger that was most viewed from linking up with me. And you can see down here is where all of the bloggers would post their looks on my page. So it was a really cool community where other bloggers get together, and I actually met some really cool people, like Grace and I still follow each other. So then when you click on any of these icons, it takes you right to their page. So it was like a really nice community. So after 100 link up posts, I decided that I was going to stop my link up and start focusing more on YouTube. The reason I started to focus more on YouTube is, first of all, I was getting bored with blogging. It just wasn't doing it for me anymore, and I felt like I wanted to learn more and just experience something different. And the whole community of YouTube versus blogging community is completely 100% different. It was like a whole nother world. And like I said, when I started out, I knew nothing about either one of them. And there's still so much more that I'm learning like every day about everything. Another reason I decided to focus on YouTube is because one day I was on there editing just like a little clip video to put on my blog. And I noticed I had like 100 followers on YouTube. And I was like, why are people following me? Like, what? I literally had no clue what any of it was. So then I saw that people were leaving comments, and I'm like, this is just really weird. Like, I don't want anybody communicating with me on YouTube. That's just where I was holding my videos for my blog. But then I kind of slept on it, and it hit me that maybe I should post a video. Maybe this would be a cool thing to do. But it took a long time for me to get comfortable thinking about being live on camera like that. Blogging and posting pictures and writing is completely different than having to speak in front of a camera and put yourself out there in a completely different way. So this was 2016 at this point. So I had been blogging for about 3 years, and now I was going through a lot of health issues. And I had a really huge surgery coming up where I had a full abdominal repair with mesh, because I had already had 3 hernia surgeries, and they kept herniating. And then the mesh that I had in my belly was moving through my abdominal wall into my intestines and causing a lot of pain. So I had to go through a huge surgery, and I was mentally preparing myself to go through this. And the thing that got me through it was because I knew I was going to help people by sharing my journey through my surgery. So I blogged the whole entire thing, and I was posting on Facebook. People were connecting with me, people were rooting for me, and it really helped me feel strong through the whole entire surgery and the recovery. And that's when I decided I'm going to just post a video on YouTube. And I posted the video of when I was getting ready for the surgery. So here is when I stopped doing the link ups and I was getting ready for my surgery, and I just decided to start documenting my surgery journey and putting my first official video on YouTube. So this was February 23rd, 2016. Hi guys. So as some of you know, I have a major surgery coming up on Monday, February 29th. And I just wanted to let you know exactly what's going on. So I'm not going to play the whole entire video. I will link it down below if you want to see the whole video. But this is when I decided that I was going to, I guess, connect with the YouTube community and start answering comments and making all of my videos like more public, because I had them on not private, but there's like another setting you can put them on where people do see them, but not as much as if you have them on public. And then my next video was, I think it was a makeup video. Here it is. It was an over 40 glam makeup. Again, used with my iPhone. I didn't hit that button. What's it called? You know, when you're recording a video and you hit, you double tap it and like the AEF lock button comes on. I didn't even tap that in the video, so it was like going super bright and super dark, and it was like the worst quality. But I ended up having so many people start following me from this video, and I'll show you a couple clips from the video.
The most common reaction to a birch arrangement is, I didn't know flowers could look like this.
And this video is almost 38 minutes long because I didn't know anything about editing. I was just
Hi guys,
putting the whole entire thing.
Tonight is my 30th high school reunion, class of 1986. Cannot believe it. It has flown by, and I have actually never been invited to one of my class reunions before because I didn't graduate with my class. And I'll show you why. I'll show you my yearbook picture. Joke. That was me at 17 years old, my senior year in high school. That was right after I was hit by a car. A drunk driver ran me over with his car, and I almost died. I had an out-of-body experience, and that was 1984. And 1985, my little angel was born. This is RJ. He was born December 2nd, 1985. He will be 31 this year.
And he's 34 now.
Can't believe how fast it's gone by. Check out the white sneakers, guys. So I am so excited for tonight.
So this was a makeup video. Like I said, it's like 40 minutes long. Again, if you guys want to see the whole video, it's on my channel and I'll link it for you. I'll fast forward to the after when I was all glammed up and ready to go. You guys let me know if you like my hair better blonde or brunette the way it is now. See the difference in the editing skills, guys? Just start from anywhere. I'm telling you, it doesn't matter. You never know what's gonna happen.
Ready. Now I will show you what I'm wearing. And here's the outfit. I'm wearing just a simple black dress, this vest, and a gold necklace.
So yeah, that was my first major video. I hope you see now that you can really start from anywhere with anything. If you feel passionate about starting a blog or a YouTube channel or having creating a job for yourself on social media, just go for it. Like, I look back at stuff like that, and there was actually one video that I did that I don't even know where it is, but if I find it, I'll put it up here. Just to let you guys know, like, I've never done this screen recording before, so it's never ending learning. Like, I'm learning how to do this, and I'm sure that while I'm editing this, I'll be like, oh, I should have done this, I should have done that. Next time I'm going to set it up this way or that way. Just go for it. If you wait until you think everything is perfect, you're never going to start. Just go for it. Just start now. And this video right here was, again, in my little 400 square foot apartment when I lived by myself, in my kitchen with my little phone. You could see the refrigerator in the background. So just go for it, you guys. I'll show you like a little clip of this one.
So, nail polish, $2. I actually bought it at CVS. Bought it for the name. I tend to do that. I read the names of the nail polish, and if I like it, I think that's the one I'm gonna get. This is called Good Karma. Gotta get it. It's kind of like a teal greenish. Even though it was $2, it's not an expensive nail polish. It stays on just as long as the more expensive nail polishes.
So this video was May 18th, 2014. So I've come a long way since then, but I didn't let anything hold me back from doing what I loved and what I wanted to do. So if you guys are interested in starting a YouTube channel, what I would recommend is just go for it. With whatever you have right now, just go for it. Just film whatever your heart wants to put out there, and any questions at all that you have. There are so many YouTube videos out there telling you how to get started. All you do is go into YouTube or Google and just say how to start a YouTube channel. And you can watch video after video of specific instructions on how to get started. There are some great videos out there. So I hope this inspired you guys to follow your dreams and do what you love. And I am just so grateful that a hobby of mine and something I was doing, that I was just following my heart and healing and growing as a person, just doing what I loved. And now it turned into a full-time job where I actually get paid to do what I love. And I don't know what more I could ever ask for. It's just literally a dream. And I knew so many years ago when I felt so lost that there was something. I always knew that it would have something to do with the internet and helping people. That's all I knew. But I would just sit there and go like, show me, just please show me what I'm supposed to do. And even all these years that I was working on my blog, not making a penny on it, just, healing and growing, I still loved it. I didn't care that I wasn't getting paid. That's how much I loved it. And that's how you know if it's something that you should be doing. If you could wake up every single day and not have to worry about money, would you still be as inspired and want to work as hard on whatever you love, whether it's YouTube or something else? That's how you know that you're doing what you're supposed to do in this world. I really hope you guys like this video. If you have any questions, just leave them down in the comments below. If you like this kind of video, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe to see more videos. You can click the little bell next to the subscribe button to get notified of every video that I upload. Thank you so much for watching, you guys. Bye!